Do you dream about traveling the world, but worried about paying rent and paying your mortgage? Now guys, in this video I want to talk about how you can use Airbnb to not only effectively live free in your property. If you're looking to travel and stuff, you can still make money as well as come back to that property. Guys, welcome to another Grow Your BNB video. So firstly, if you're new to this channel and you don't know about Airbnb, obviously Airbnb is a platform where you can rent out your property in a nightly basis, in a weekly basis, or even a monthly basis. So let me take you guys back to 2017, and that kind of reminded me of my friend Chinny, who used to own a property in Cardiff. It was a one-bed apartment. He used to work there, and eventually what he did was he had to move away from Cardiff for work, and I think he moved around London, but he didn't know what to do. At that point, he decided that he would trial out, Airbnb, kind of that is the buzzword, right? Airbnb their property. Now, what he did was, imagine on a whole week, you could have Monday to Friday, which you can let out on Airbnb. You can pretty much open your calendar in a certain way, but actually have the weekend blocked. Now, what you're doing there is you've got probably 20 days a week that you can sell out on Airbnb. Now, in his case, his mortgage, it was a one-bed apartment. He've owned it for about 3 years. He had to move out, so he didn't want to sell that property straight away. So what he did was he let it out for those 20 days in Airbnb. Now, there was perfect customers that he found that would rent it Monday to Friday, like a contractor or a business traveler, and he could go over the weekend, making him probably, I think he said about £1,300 per month just doing that numbers. Now, how does it work for him? A, he's paid off all the mortgages. B, you can pretty much think about you've got the weekend for yourself, so you can go back to your own home. And see, do you know what? You just need to make sure that you've got a good cleaners in place to maintain that property. So you've got one clean before you come in. You've got one clean before the next person comes in, and I think they've even had an agreement to clean themselves. Guys, these are my 3 simple hacks for you if you're looking to travel the world. You've got a property that you guys own, you want to turn it into a short-term rental. Obviously there's some legal work that needs to be done, which obviously I've covered that in a different video, but in this video I want to try to give you a mindset that the simple hack is go into Airbnb in your investment area, look at that property that you own, and look at the investment area and look at what's happening right now. Is there properties available to Monday to Friday? Look at if there's properties in the same block of apartment you own. More likely nowadays, if it's not in the same block, you're probably going to find it in the same street. So that is probably my first hack. Go and check it, look at the demand, making sure that you are confident to do it. The second hack is to look, if you want to go and speak to a short-term rental management company in your investment area, pick up a phone call, just say, look, I've got this property, you're about to, go Monday to Friday, you can even travel the world if you want, and you want those dates to be filled in. Now, what you're going to find with that case is, they probably have potential clients who they probably serve on a Monday to Friday, they can just move into that. They probably have, guests who's already kind of served, or has got a lead that needs that kind of scenario for the next 8 weeks. But more importantly, they've got the data of your investment area or your property that you own. If you own a property in, let's say, in this example, Cardiff, that was a perfect thing my friend could have done, but at that point he didn't have to, because he just created a listing, he put it on Airbnb, and it worked for him. It was a trial phase, but it definitely worked. Now, as a result of that, I keep going back to saying the same thing, but not only he paid his rent or his mortgages, he was covering his bills, he was making money, and he was living in his house pretty much rent-free. And the last topic I want to cover is make sure you are fully legally checked and make sure you have the right contract or the management agreement that you're going to use with the right people, because at the end of the day, we can talk about this, and in my channel there's 2 things you're always going to see. One, I'll talk about Airbnb business, I'll talk about short-term renter business, but always make sure I'd also talk about the legals and the contracts that you guys are going to use, because at the end of the day, I know, I work with so many people, I've seen people doing short-term rental business, but I've also seen people using the wrong contract. I've guided people through the right contract. I've told people to go and change their contract, because at the end of the day, you're only going to make a successful business out from something, you know, it doesn't matter if you're starting one property, trialing out while you travel the world for 3 months, and you put this property on Airbnb, you still want to make sure that your property is fully protected. So guys, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, I'm going to leave some of the link down below. Please make sure you go and check it. Now, 80% of the people who watch my video are currently not subscribed. So look, if you're one of them, please make sure you're going into my channel, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I look forward to making more videos for you.